There's hands holding the strings, orchestrating all the chaos around us. The Bible warned us of these times, and everything we're seeing around us is of a spiritual battle. Make no mistake, this is all very biblical, and there's mass deception walking around claiming that it's the light. Meanwhile, there is just pure evil, not even masquerading as good anymore.
Being mutilated or weren't being coerced, they would be the #1 advocates for puberty blockers, not only because they're empirically supported and because they were developed for cisgender people, but because they would realize that forcing somebody to go through a puberty with a dominant hormone that is misaligned with your actual gender, that would be, by their terms, mutilation. Because imagine if we sat a bunch of 13-year-old cisgender boys around and we were like, hey boys, we know that you're boys, and we know that you've been boys as long as you've been alive, and it's very clear to us that you are boys, but we just want to be so sure, so we're actually going to make you go through estrogen-based puberty instead, so that way, when you get to the end of that road and you're 18, you can decide if you still wanted to be that boy that you always showed signs that you were. Can you imagine if we did that? That would be up. But that's literally what you are doing to trans kids, because forcing somebody to go through a puberty with a dominant hormone that is misaligned with your actual gender is a forced mutilation by conservative standards. So you would think that they would be the #1 advocates for blockers and go, oh my gosh, yeah, why don't we put a pause on this so that way you can decide and in a couple years see how you feel. I just wish they would shut up.
Catch a break right now. I'm so mad. Some conservative, maybe he's a comic, I don't know, his name's Alex Stein, went onto my Cameo page where I make videos for people and bought a cameo under the cover of a trans woman who wanted a pump-up video because she's a swimmer and she just got bottom surgery. So I made this video thinking that I was pumping up a trans woman, and it was actually purchased as a joke by this person to post on his Instagram. He's some straight man, and it just makes me sick. I'm gonna post it right here because I think it's these people. Alex, hi, it's Dylan Mulvaney from TikTok. That was the little swimming song from Finding Nemo, because you're a swimmer. And babe, you are killing it. I'm so proud of you for being, on the swim league and making this all happen. And I can only imagine it must be really scary right now, and there's a lot going on. But I want you to celebrate these wins and know that you deserve to be there and that I am cheering you on. There's so many people who are cheering you on. I hope that one day I get to sit in the stands and watch you swim. But I'm so proud of you, and you've just got to keep going. One day I'm going to see you in the Olympic. It's going to be amazing. And congrats on surgery. I'm so proud of you. I'm hoping to do the same thing very soon. But I love you, and I hope you keep swimming. Bye.
My name is Alexandria Stein, and I'm here today to call out transphobia here in Plano. I'm currently being restricted from swimming in the City of Plano Swim League against the women, even though it's clear that I reassigned my gender last week. For example, do I look like a man? Obviously I'm not. This is a woman. But they're not going to let me swim and compete against the ladies because of transphobia.
Where is my champagne? Where's my wine? Where's my diamond ring? Where is my gin and tonic? Where's my martini?
Right now, my period I experience every month is very real.
Wow! The land of make-believe!
This is nonsense. I'm sorry. How could you possibly countenance putting Floyd Mayweather, the most dangerous boxer pound for pound, arguably in the history of boxing, into a ring with women born to female bodies? This is where the argument becomes utterly ridiculous. And it's not transphobic to say so, it's common sense.
How many of you remember the good old days? The good old days when boys were boys and girls were girls and you could tell the difference just by fucking looking. The good old days when school started the morning with the national anthem and the Lord's Prayer. Where there was a boys' bathroom and a girls' bathroom. And there was no such thing as a fucking litter box in the corner. Those were the days when men had core values because we knew it was our inherent duty to stand up for the ladies and the children. That was our fucking duty. That's when men knew what honor and integrity and fucking loyalty and fortitude were. Those were the days when if you weren't feeling like you could make it amongst men, you had to try a little fucking harder. You didn't get to go out and join the other fucking team, crack women's skulls and break all kinds of fucking records. Unfucking believable what's happening in front of us right now. But now you're going after the kids. All of this fucking bullshit's gotta stop. And it's up to the men in this fucking country to take a fucking stand, to grab some fucking balls and stand up for what's right. Remember what your fucking inherent duty is. And we as men who know who the fuck we are in this world and in this life, we better take a fucking stand, because it's our grandkids that are gonna fucking suffer if we don't. I love each and every one of you. And I strongly fucking believe that every person in this world has the right to live the life they want. But you do it behind closed fucking doors and you don't get to include the fucking kids in it anymore.
My words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes.
I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years.
I'm really quite close to, very close to the cutting edge in AI, and it scares the hell out of me. It's capable of vastly more than almost anyone knows, and the rate of improvement is exponential.
It feels like we are the biological bootloader for AI, effectively. We are building it, and then we're building progressively greater intelligence, and the percentage of intelligence that is not human is increasing. And eventually, we will represent a very small percentage of intelligence. Freedom consists of the distribution of power and despotism in its concentration. And so I think it's important, if we have this incredible power of AI, that it not be concentrated in the hands of a few and potentially lead to a world that we don't want. All of us already are cyborgs. So you have a machine extension of yourself in the form of your phone and your computer and all your applications. You are already superhuman. But by far, you have more power, more capability than the President of the United States had 30 years ago. So everyone is already superhuman. We're rapidly headed towards digital superintelligence that far exceeds any human.
Due to the nature of the content in this video, I had to edit it in order to be able to even post a portion of it on YouTube. But I think if you've watched this, you get the point. And I highly suggest you go over to Rumble, subscribe, and watch this video in its entirety. I make some commentary and I show some very interesting things that I cannot share here.